I guess now would be a really good time to talk about what I'm doing in this bedroom, considering I'm halfway through doing it. Let's start from the beginning first. When I bought this house in 2018, the first thing I did in this room was paint the walls this really beautiful dark blue color. I was really excited to try a dark color and just do something completely out of my comfort zone and very different. And I've loved every minute of it, but as you might know, last year I switched my bedrooms around. I was in the front bedroom and I decided to move in here because it's a lot quieter and it's cozier and it's just a nicer room to sleep in. I've lived with the blue walls for a while and honestly, you know me, I love changing things around. It was time for a change. The main reason is I can't use my projector in here when the walls are blue and I really want to be able to watch YouTube videos on my wall. That is a terrible reason for completely uprooting my entire life for the last 4 weeks, because it's taken me 4 weeks to get around to finishing this. I know it's sad to see the blue go, but on a more serious note, at some point I might sell the house and move to a different place. And I think it will make the room look more sellable to have it a pale colour. Boring, but at least I can watch videos on the wall now. So over the last few weeks, every time I got a burst of energy, I would paint one wall and move all of my furniture around and just disrupt my entire life. I should have done it all in one go, but blue is notoriously tricky to cover, so I wanted to make sure each wall was done completely before I moved on to the next. I used this colour called Simply White by Benjamin Moore. I was going to use this in my nan's guest bedroom, but we went with the pink colour instead, and I had this left over. And I decided to try it in here, and I'm really pleased that I did because it's a beautiful off-white colour. It's not like a clinical boring white, and it gives it a little bit of warmth as well. So the walls are looking good. I'm really pleased with them. I've also been touching up the trim as I go along because I've said this before, I used a paint that yellowed when I first moved into the house and it was kind of ugly, so I had to top up the trim and make it look a lot more bright and shiny and new. And that's where we're at today. And I've got to finish this room because it's been far too long. My next issue is the shelf because I don't know what to do with this. Let me show you. This is my bookshelf. I was really debating whether to paint the inside of this a lovely pale pink, but I kind of like the fact that there's still a little hint of the old bedroom here. So my question to you is, should I keep the blue and have a little bit of the old room left, or should I paint that pale pink? I'm not going to decide in today's video, so let me know in the comments down below. But the reason I'm going to keep it blue for now is because I think it's going to match really well with these new cushions that I've got for the bed. Just envisage the dark blue with these and my favorite color at the moment, which is this shade of green. I've got a feeling it's gonna look really cool. I'm going with a lot of bright colors in the styling for this one because I think taking the color off the wall has made me feel like I want to put it back somehow, you know? All of these gorgeous cushions and some of the other items that I'm using in today's video were kindly provided by Fi, who are sponsoring today's video. You might remember that I worked with them last time I did this room a few years ago, and they have very kindly offered to send me a few bits for my room again, which is really exciting because I absolutely love all of the pieces they have on their site. Fi have a ton of gorgeous prints on their website, and they also sell loads of lovely home decor as well. If you're in the market for some beautiful artwork for your walls or some home decor pieces, definitely check out Fi. They've got so many stunning bits. No matter what your style is, they've got something for you, and you can actually search via style category on their website, which is a really interesting way to shop, and it really helped me piece together the items that I wanted to use for this project. My favorite thing that I've picked out are these two beautiful prints. They're very different styles, but I picked some kind of peachy tones that I thought would look really beautiful in the room.
Fi make it so easy to browse your favourite items on their app. And my favourite part about Fi is that you can shop small. They feature hundreds of independent artists and small businesses from around the world. If you want to check them out, I'm going to leave them linked in the description below, including a discount code that is active for only 72 hours.
They truly have something for everyone, so I highly recommend checking them out. I'm going to leave them linked down below if you want to take a look, and you'll see me style with some of these pieces later in the video. For now, let's get back into it. I've got a few more things we need to do. My legs hurt. I have pins and needles. Oh, that's not what I wanted today. That's not what I want any day, but here we go. Ah! Oh!
With the room painted, it's time for a couple of DIYs. The first one I'm going to share with you is this Lloyd Loom chair that I wanted to flip. I found this for £5 in the charity shop. I love the shape of it, and all it needed was a little bit of TLC and a good coat of paint. For this, I'm using Rust-Oleum's furniture paint in Hessian. I had a lot of this left over from the Lloyd Loom chairs in my kitchen. I thought if I painted it this colour and I want to use it in my kitchen one day, I can easily do that if they're all the same colour. With the paint dry, it was time to turn my attention to the legs, and I really wanted to protect my hard work, so I taped up the chair with some painter's tape and an old bin bag to make sure I wasn't going to get spray paint all over it. Now for the legs, I've gone for a very bright bubblegum pink colour because I had it to hand. This colour turned out to be a little bit more vibrant than I had in mind, but that's okay because at the end of the day it's only paint and I can always go over it later on if I really want to. To see how the chair turned out, I'll show you in a minute, but before we get to the styling, I have to turn my attention to DIY number 2.
I've got my sewing machine out, which means only one thing, it's time to do some DIYs, and I have these 2 fabrics that I bought on Etsy a while ago when I was going fabric shopping crazy. For some reason I haven't used them, but they're really pretty. This one is cherry blossoms and this one's moss. It sounds weird, but it's very, very pretty. So I'm going to turn one of these into a cushion cover. I think we're gonna do an envelope style cushion, which I think I've shown you a few times on this channel before. It's very easy, don't need a zip, but don't need any kind of closure. I just hope there's enough fabric to do it. Let's do it. This has already been cut by someone who has much better scissors than me probably, so I'm going to leave these sides in the same condition and just cut the end bit off here. So with the right side facing down, I'm just going to turn over both of these opposite ends and hem the edges down. This will be where the opening is, so one on that side and one on this side. Okay, we have 2 hemmed edges now. All we're gonna do is put it with the right side facing up, fold one side over the halfway line and the other side. Check to see if it's the right size for your cushion. And you want at least 10 centimeters of overlap here. More is preferable, but I don't have much fabric, so I'm working with what I've got. Now I'm going to pin this in place along both of the sides, and once that's done, I can throw it through the sewing machine and sew a line that goes from one side to the other on both ends, and that should be us done. Okay, I think we have a finished pillowcase, so let's turn it inside out and see if I'm right. Why am I nervous? I haven't sewn in a really long time and it feels really good. I feel like I need to do it more often. Ah! Ah, she's cute! Okay, we have a pillowcase. Now the real test. Panic. Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. Please don't break it. Gently Very gently. I'm nearly there, hold on. Why won't you go in the corners? I mean, I did it! Okay, I'm happy now. She's got it! Yes! Yes! I've done it. It's too low. It's too low. I'm gonna move the headboard. Yeah, it's too low. Oops. I think that's better. Not by much, but it's better. Because I've got an unreasonably large king size bed, I decided to layer my rugs like this at the end of the bed. This one is just an IKEA rug I've had in here for a while, and this is my beautiful purple one from Fi. I need to move you into my guest bedroom, and I'm gonna put the Lloyd loom here.
With the bedside table out of the way, I was finally able to put my freshly painted chair in its new spot. This is how it turned out. Let me know what you think of the pink legs. Are they fun? Are they a bit too bright? Should I tone them down with a different pink? I'm not sure, but I like them for now. Anyway, let me get on with the styling montage. I dressed the bed with my beautiful cushions from Fi. I love the patterns and the colours, and I think they work perfectly with the headboard. And of course I had to put up my 2 new prints as well. I'm going to leave these listed down below if you want to check them out for yourself. I really love the colours in these. I think they look absolutely beautiful. I had to steam my bed sheets to make sure they were crisp and perfect for the final shots, and then one last finishing touch. And it's not complete without a mini disco ball in the window. This is how the bedroom turned out, and I am so pleased I did this makeover. It really was time for a change, and although I missed the blue a little bit, I still have it in my bookcase. I love how the light colour on the wall really makes all the other colours pop, like the headboard, the cushions, the rug, and I think it complements the wooden furniture really well because it just feels like really warm and cozy. And now that this room has been done, I can finally turn my attention to the small back bedroom, which has recently been plastered. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can stay up to date with what's going on in the rest of the house. I've got a few more little mini makeovers up my sleeve. Anyway, there's no outro for today. I'm just leaving you with a montage, so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see a little bit more from me, check out my Instagram. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're decorating anytime soon, happy decorating, and I'll see you next time. Bye.